everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays the Expanse by Green Ronin Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johannanon.
I'm Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary, and tonight's Thursday night, that means we're playing the Expanse, and that means I'm playing the parts of Loki, the hacker, the Martian hacker.
I'm Goddamn Menace Alicia, and I'm playing Cal Constant, the Navigator. You can find me at You can find me at Hidden Audio, where I don't have strokes on camera, and I talk a lot about horror stuff and make horror jokes and talk about my podcast that's almost done recording season 1.
Woo!
Woo!
And hey folks, I'm Matt, but tonight I'm playing Sean Green, who is an agent of chaos and a recent track driver.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
absolute agent of chaos.
So for those of you unfamiliar, The Expanse is a sci-fi setting based on a book, but there's also the television show on Amazon Prime.
Well, and the book is originally based on a tabletop game.
So we've come full circle.
Come full circle. Yeah, it's a
this is Expanse Inception.
Yeah, it went all the way around, which is fun. I like that a lot. I want that to happen to me. I want to do that.
Absolutely. Game, book, TV show game.
Yeah, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we're playing The Expanse. The Expanse is it's more or less kind of a realistic space opera. You know, it's very fun. And last time, when we were playing, Loki got involved in some intrigue when he was informed by one of his former Martian military espionage contacts that a man who tried to kill them previously during their first ever mission was aboard. Well, not aboard. It was on Mars along with them, and they didn't know why. And after some crazy sneak rolls by Mr. Green and some hearing rolls from Cal and like all this other stuff, like they rolled out the park the whole time. And so they found out a lot of stuff about Project Caliban and Jules Pierre Mao having this company Protogen as a subsidiary of his main company. And they learned about a lot of players in this game. After which, Green decided the world would be at a better place without this person they were spying on, Morton Wells, in it anymore, which led to an assault in a slummy motel that led to a back alley chase that led into a trash compactor and a shootout and fire and guts and blood. And it was good times. And the fate of our mercenary is unknown. We found his foot, though. They found his foot, so that's good. And for those of you that are worried, Leighton will be here soon. It's okay. I know you guys want to see him, but you know,
we want to see him.
We got to keep him in the back pocket. You know,
mm-hmm.
He doesn't show up for any less than 10 viewers, so we gotta cross our fingers.
Invite your friends. Let's get Leighton in here.
Leighton's big time. Leighton's big time. But yeah, so that's where we left off. Exactly where we left off was Calliope, Cal, had just aced a navigation check to find a shortcut out of the hot zone where all the cops and security were looking for whoever was causing this disturbance. And what a disturbance. And she knocked that out of the park. So you guys are on a train heading back to the dome from whence you came. Kind of like sitting there like, well, shit, that got out of hand. And I believe it is Cal, Green, and Reese.
Yeah.
Are all there. Loki is back on the ship.
Do you think there were cameras around?
Well, I sure hope not.
There probably definitely were cameras. But, you know, that's what Loki was for, so.
We'll talk to Loki about it. So...
that fella lost his foot, just like you said you'd do to him. So I guess that's good.
Well, that's ironic.
Yeah.
Is that ironic?
Did you say you were going to cut off his foot?
I said I was going to shoot off his foot.
Yeah, he did
With a
lose his
pist-
foot. It was unrelated.
with a
That's
pistol.
just what happened. I didn't even realize. That's funny. That is ironic. I like it. I like it. But yeah, so you guys are on the subway on your way
I love
back.
how we're just like shell shocked a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's what I was imagining too. Was you guys being like, what the? Because like, I mean, Green almost died too in a trash compactor accident. So.
I'm
But
pretty sure Cal vomited on her like last time, so she's probably like scratching at like a little fleck of vomit on her pants.
Reese will look at your vomit pants and be like, and he'll like move away. Because I'm gonna
I
make
didn't vomit all over myself, but there was a little splash.
Wasn't I doing his voice last time he wasn't here? Oh yeah. Oh jeez, that was crazy, guys. That really got out of control. Oh jeez. That's what he sounds like, in case anyone doesn't know. But yeah, so shortly, it doesn't take very long for this subway. It's a pretty quick subway to go through. Once again, you travel through a thin tube that you can see out onto the Martian surface, but it might be kind of a novelty at this point. The novelty is worn off after your encounter, but you make it back without incident. You beat like the checkpoints and all that stuff, because you guys were pretty quick, and you get back to the dome that you came from. And if you would like, you can head back to the ship.
I would like to head back to the ship.
Sounds good. Reese is like, I can't wait to get back to my baby. Oh, jeez.
My baby space bullet.
Oh, my spaceship's calling my name.
It sure is. But I don't like anything else.
Maybe Cal a little bit.
Maybe Cal, and maybe my ship, but I hate Green.
Rubber duckies too.
Hey, Green, you're a real piece of shit, you know? But yeah, so you guys all head back to the ship. And Reese is gonna go sit in the pilot's chair and just like rub his nipples or something. I'm sorry, I don't mean to abuse my agency.
We finally have confirmation that his character rubs his nipples when he first sits down in the chair. I had an inkling of a feeling.
It's canon now. It's canon. But yeah, so you guys all get back to Space Bullet, the beautiful, I imagine, chrome ship. I like to imagine. I'm fine with you guys having painted it whatever color. But since it's
Chrome
Space
is good.
Bullet, chrome is good. Yeah. It's all shiny and pretty, and geez. You guys are back aboard your ship safely, though.
Cal is gonna change into like, I don't know, a space onesie, and then start a load of laundry.
She's gonna go clean her vomit pants, change her clothes. What do you do, Green?
I'm gonna make some food.
Green worked up an appetite.
Mm-hmm.
While he's cooking and while she's starting a load of laundry, I'm gonna walk up and angrily. So no one's going to tell me what happened, huh? You just come in and make laundry and make meal. What the hell happened out there? The radio's
So
going
much
crazy.
happened. Are there any cameras where we were? You could probably find out what happened there.
There are very likely cameras at some of the access points, yes?
I think we killed somebody.
I believe that was your intention when you left the ship. Against my better judgment.
Listen,
No, but
man.
I think if we didn't kill him, we caused him grievous harm.
If you didn't kill him, so did you or did you not kill him?
We maybe might have killed him, maybe. Okay?
No, that is not okay. When I speak to my contacts, they will ask what has happened to this man. He's missing. We don't know.
Part of him is missing.
Part of him is missing.
The bigger part, yeah.
A bigger part.
His foot fell off.
Small part of it.
His foot fell off. Great. Thank you for the debriefing. And I walk back to communications. and see if I need to scrub any cameras in the area.
So fortunately, back when we were first doing this, you did in fact make like a blackout zone happen.
Yes.
So you might have to scrub like one camera
Okay.
that's like outside of the area.
Is it something I might have to physically go somewhere to get a part of, or something I could do from here?
You could probably do it from here because your back door is still open. Because if I recall correctly, you rolled really well.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Poison!
Oh,
Fresh
jeez.
out that bizzle. Fresh out that bizzle.
Oh boy, Reese is here.
Oh, that's me, guys. Oh, I'm ready to go.
Let's
Fucking go, bitch. I'll fucking take you down.
Dude, you missed such good shit.
I mean, duh. This is the best freaking game crew that has ever existed on the internet, and the most entertaining.
This is a very good crew, yes.
So honestly, I mean, I was bound to miss that, even though I only missed 15 minutes. I knew I was gonna miss some good shit.
That's enough to save money on your insurance.
God damn it!
It could save you 15% or more, in fact.
But yeah, so while you were gone, they successfully, you included, using a shortcut Calliope found with an expert navigation check, made it back to your ship without incident.
Nice, Cal, killing the game.
But now you guys are there. Loki, you do probably need to make a roll here to scrub the final camera.
Scrubba-dubba-dubba, scrubba-dubba.
Oh my God,
I
yeah.
rolled a 20 with 5 stunt points.
So for anyone that's watching that wants to be like, oh, you're letting them get away with stuff, look at that roll. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
not
no.
a trace of them anywhere. He accidentally erased their birth certificates. No one exists.
Nice.
You have stunt points, which means you could use those in however way you feel.
So I
Five
was
is a good
just
amount.
I was just looking at my Fringer talent I have, and it says that my Fringer talent stacks with the cover your tracks stunt. So I just assume that does exactly what it sounds like it does.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cover our tracks with so many stunt points.
So you just double down on it. I got you. Yeah, no. So you leave no trace, like a ninja. In
I
fact, they
do.
think
I
it's
leave the one hidden file that I always
God
leave.
damn it, Loki.
In
That's
case
gonna
there
fuck
is-
us over.
Oh hell yeah! In case there is one cryptographer good enough in the universe to decode it, I leave the Loki JPEG.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'll make a note of that.
I love that it's a JPEG.
It's a picture of me crouched down on a street corner smoking a cigarette.
Wearing Adidas.
Yeah, doing the Slav squad. It's just a picture of me.
I also love the Slav Squad. Slav Squad, because like I know exactly.
Love Squad.
I know fucking exactly what the Slav Squad is.
Everybody
lost
knows
one
this.
viewer.
If you don't know what the Slav Squad is, do
We've
yourself a
lost
favor
and gained a
and
viewer
look it
several
up.
times already.
Yeah, man. One of our viewers was like, "That's it for me. No Slav squads. I draw the line there."
Oh, dude, the ad is Adobe Premiere Pro this time. They think I'm an artist or some shit.
No, they
Sorry,
think the
the-
artists watch our stuff.
That makes
Maybe
sense.
they do. Maybe they do.
This is a stream full of
Story of a
artistry
girl.
and very.
It says the story of a girl. Who
Damn
cried
it.
river and
Damn it,
drank
Alicia,
the
you
whole
got me on that one.
I actually almost started singing it too. No, so
You better
guys
watch out with singing. You know what happens on this channel when you
Only you
sing.
get in trouble when you sing. I don't know if you guys were watching last night, but Gary kept singing, and anytime he did, someone would doom him.
I got doomed
hilarious.
3 times for his singing during this stream.
It was so funny.
That's really funny.
None of them were intentional singing either. It's just little jigs that would pop out, and then there she blows. Another doom.
But yes, Leighton, Reese and everyone aboard is on board the newly mentioned Chrome spaceship, the Space Bullet.
Hold on, guys. My dog is like screaming. I'll be
Okay,
right back.
no, you're good. Yeah.
Tell them I love them. She better tell her dog that I love them.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I need all dogs on this planet to know them. I don't know why I'm talking like Reese, because I don't think Reese cares as much about
It's
dogs.
'cause you're
Actually, Reese
method,
probably
man.
does. I'm not Method Man. That's a different guy. We're pretty much the same person. But
Maybe
I
you
am
just
not
learned
Method
that Reese is also passionate about dogs.
Reese is very passionate about dogs. He there's nothing else that
It's
he
the
really
only way
cares.
he can get hard anymore.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Nope.
Left turn.
No!
Nope.
No!
Okay.
No!
Maybe that's why Reese left Earth, is because it was getting too serious.
Because of all the bestiality charges. Cal has no idea about Reese's dark past.
I looked into your criminal past.
This is not where I'm not letting this become canon. This is not a part of Reese's character.
What happened? What I missed?
Everything that Jahan just said is completely false.
What did I miss?
Don't worry, I've scrubbed your criminal record.
Look,
no one will know but us.
No, I'm not even talking in character, just so you know how not real that thing is. I'm not.
What did he do?
I made it sound like Reese had a thing for animals.
I don't have a thing for animals.
Why would you take a drink before I told you?
She needed to do the
expecting
spit
it to be
take.
that bad.
Needed to do the spit take for the stream.
Yeah, if you ever miss something I said, it's probably almost always that bad. But yeah, so you guys are all aboard the ship. No bestiality. Everything's normal.
Thank you. I'm glad I got a thumbs up from Green on that one. I
When
really.
even Green is like, yeah, that's not okay, then you know how not okay something was.
Jahan, what are you drinking out of a mug right now?
Coffee?
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous.
I have self-induced insomnia.
Nice.
But yeah, so you guys are all on board, and where Reese left off, I believe I put him in the captain's chair rubbing his nose.
Now that is something that I might accept, maybe, if I'm drunk enough.
Green
That might
is
happen.
making food, and Calliope is doing laundry.
Because remember last episode I threw up?
She threw up on her pants.
Oh yeah, you did throw up
She
on
had
your
to
pants.
wash.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I'm like, apparently my character is crazy out of shape.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that you couldn't run. That was hilarious.
Loki's spending like the next 4 hours doing the camera scrubs and such, getting into the local security networks and all that. So there's just a bunch of numbers and letters flashing across his screen. He's up next to Reese in the cockpit.
During
Yeah.
that time, you get like a ping. It's like a weird frequency, but you know it to be your contact.
Oh, that's good.
Loki's contact.
Wait. Yeah. That's not going to be on me. So Loki, you take that away. I'm going to show.
I look at Reese and then turn it to the frequency and then do this. Boop. This is Loki.
Just keep rubbing your nipples, Reese.
So, what did you find out?
It would appear that this man, Morton Wells, is working on a project called Caliban with a company called Protogen, a subsidiary of Mao Kwiatkowski McAntel. So he tried to kill a pair of he tried to kill some of my operatives, and he was injured. We don't know if he got away alive or not.
Yeah, did he wind up in the trash chute?
He did.
Yeah, she seems to be slightly aware of something happening.
We scrubbed all the cameras and cleared the zone.
I know.
Nothing will come back.
No, she's definitely keenly aware that you did that because she checked herself. Because she's a good operative. But yeah, so that's troubling. I'll get back to you when I have more. Thank you.
We intend on shipping out soon and making a delivery to another station. I look at Reese. Where the hell are we going?
Ganymede.
Oh,
We're going to Ganymede. Let me know if you need anything there.
Hey, Reese,
Yeah.
you can have a fortune point.
Fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I always like it when you guys remember stuff.
Yeah. And also, I will say, Jahan should know this about me by now, that I am notoriously bad at remembering things for these.
I'm proud of you.
So I really appreciate that.
No, definitely, I've run you before. But yeah, so she'll say Ganymede. Okay. She'll say I'll find you in the usual way, and then she'll click off.
I also clicked the channel back to where it was.
I'm sorry, we are your operatives?
Did you want me to tell her you went on a manhunt and tried to kill someone against my will? Okay, I thought it sounded pretty good too.
What? No, I'm just...
Right.
I thought it sounded pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good point, Loki. I appreciate you. Oh, did I just say I appreciate you?
Yes, you can't take it back.
Damn. All right.
But if you guys want to depart, you can. If there's anything you need to do before you head out into space for several days, let me know.
So yeah, fucking what's her name? Cal. Cal is going to, before they leave, just make sure that Loki has all the information that they had, which is that if the guy is still alive, he had salvaged the information that Loki has a copy of. Is Loki still decrypting that? Or
yes.
Was he? Okay. But he doesn't know who Loki is. Project Caliban has something to do with crafting a biological agent that will essentially brainwash people. And Ida Fairchild is in charge of that research. There are more secret bases than the one that we met at, and they practice human experimentation. And the merc's name was Morton Wells. I am a good note taker.
Yeah, those are good notes. Yeah, no, I forgot that I told you guys some of that.
I will send that information over in a dossier after the conversation.
Absolutely, yeah. You send it in the usual way. You probably format it into an image file and they decrypt it, like that one movie. I don't remember.
Also, Cal is probably wearing the space equivalent of a Pikachu onesie.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You brought that we.
You fucking know I brought it with me.
I know you brought it with you because you've been wearing it for literally most of this trip. But still, that's fair.
What'd you make yourself to eat, Green?
What?
Space.
Oh.
Space tacos.
Yo, I want in on some of those space tacos.
Not me. I want Martian tacos.
What are Martian tacos like, Loki?
Man, I didn't really think about this, but it's like Japan and Texas settled Mars, right? So I bet Martian tacos are good as fuck.
Yo, I bet they're fucking dope.
Martian tacos get down.
That's a good point.
Before we leave, let me step out and I'll treat you all to Martian tacos. I'll get a 40-pack of Martian tacos before we get out of here.
You'll go get the Crave case from Martian White Castle. It's full of space tacos. Yeah, no.
Martian Taco Bell.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, not Martian Taco Bell.
No, Martian Taco Truck.
Yes, exactly. Martian taco vendor on the side of the street with meat on a spit. That guy.
We'll say just for funsies, there'll be a literal food truck for no reason, even though they don't drive around.
You know what time is from Earth? Shawarma.
Shawarma is great. Haven't had it very much, but I did like it.
I like shawarma.
Oh, Leighton's had it a lot, and Leighton loves it, but Reese is not as Jewish as Leighton.
He could be.
He always could be.
Yeah, you can always be more
characters
Jewish.
could always be more
Well, I am.
We literally had this conversation about Lyle Bod as well. I was
you missed the Cyberpunk when he dialed it all the way up to 10 for that.
Yeah.
With Levite, yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, John, I'm still waiting for some of those videos to come out.
Oh yeah,
saying.
yeah. I'm gonna be doing those ones next. I just got to get them off my laptop. So, you guys get your tacos. You guys have a nice little lunch before you head out into space. Just so everybody understands, I explained it earlier, but I wanted to explain it for the stream because the stuff's fun. It's gonna take you guys quite a while to get to Ganymede from here. From Mars to Ganymede is 131.7 hours, which equates to about 5.5 days.
That's not so bad.
And that is traveling at 1G. You can get there faster. The next notch up in speed would only take 49.8 hours, but you have to travel at 7Gs the whole time. So that's going to be, you're going to have 7Gs of pressure on you for most of the time there. And I think eventually you would normalize to it, but I don't actually know how that works. It sounds painful.
Yeah, I don't think you can normalize to G's. You can learn to like withstand them for a certain period of time, but like your body just cannot handle that amount of pressure.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
seven is a ton of G's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the most a person has ever done is like 9 G's.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah, I did the Mission to Mars thing at Disney, and they put you in like a centrifuge, and it puts a bunch of G's on you. That shit is terrifying.
The ultimate weighted blanket.
Green's bones might break at like 3.5 G's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's one of the belter problems is their bone density. But yeah, so you guys are cleared to depart. Everything's in order. All the supplies are on board.
Okay.
Sweet. We got the tacos.
You got the tacos. Yeah.
Thank God. That's really all.
Does anybody need me to make them anything in my beautiful workshop?
Oh, Dip. What can you make?
I can make any item with the appropriate tools and access to a workshop.
Anything.
Wow.
Anything that I can make, like, anything mechanical, so like, that I can make with my hands.
Perhaps you tell me what you want, and I will find you blueprints, Calliope.
I don't really need anything right now.
Keep your ear to the ground.
All right. Yes,
Greet's
Green.
raising his hand like a child.
Yes, Green.
May I please have a space shield?
Space shield. You want a shield?
Yeah, it's got to be a space shield.
I can hit people with it, and it protects me.
GM, can I make him a space shield?
You can, yeah. No, that's not outside the realm of possibility by any means.
All right, Green. I will make you a space shield.
You know what, Green? If it means that you die slower, that's probably a good thing. We should try to keep you around a little bit longer.
Go ahead and give me a check on that engineering, mechanical check of some kind.
Okay.
Let's see how well this goes. It goes very well.
Ooh.
All right.
We're never gonna stop rolling well.
Yeah, you guys are gonna stop rolling well when your lives are in danger, right, man?
So I basically make him like an Iron Man shield. Is that what we're?
Yeah, basically. You make him like a Marvel style shield. Well, it can look like whatever you want, really.
I probably, you know what, Green and I probably work on it together. He probably makes me a little drawing of like what he's thinking.
How good's the drawing, Green? Does it look like an adult drew it?
It would probably have to be mediocre at best, and it probably looks like like it's a picture of me as like a little stick figure holding the shield.
It's a circle.
Is it like a Roman shield?
More like one a knight may have. But with like spikes on it.
Okay, I'm looking at what Gary sent us.
Shields are on page 76 of the Expanse player's guide, but I just posted the plain text there. It's a little ugly, but it's there.
Yeah, you can take a look at that. It does. Yeah, it is pretty much like cover that you carry. So it's good. It does work. They are in the rule book, so it's not like a weird thing to want. But it can look like whatever you want, since you made it from scratch, pretty much. And with that roll, you successfully do it during this downtime.
I'll make him a ballistic shield with a like one big spike on it so that he can like ram somebody with it.
She makes you this like evil looking riot shield of doom.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm down with that. And then
So the cool thing about the age system is you can build anything in the book with the information you've got. So I wouldn't want to overstep my boundary. But page 72 shows light weapons, heavy weapons, and makeshift weapons. So something like that that's designed on purpose and is an item with a spike could operate as a heavy weapon. And then there's things like armor piercing and stunning qualities, which you might get over time and say, hey, Cal, can you make this where I can jab it through somebody's armor? She might be able to add a quality like that.
Yes, that is how the age system's supposed to work. Like with your ship, like sometimes people could reward you by adding a quality to your ship, like the good juice or advanced, like sometimes it works like that. And same thing goes with items that you carry, they can be improved. And since you have a mechanic, she can do the improving, so.
Yeah, so I'm just like in the workshop, like in my adorable Pokemon onesie, and like got my soldering helmet on, and I'm just like
Xavier says he loves you.
Thank you, Xavier.
He's in the Facebook.
Oh, there we go.
I love you.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I should sign on to the Facebook as well. I'm a bad friend.
It's okay. I multitask. Somewhat okay, I think. But yes, so you guys, you get your clear to exit Bay 7 there, Space Bullet. He's in the. That's funny. I just heard what we said a minute ago.
Yeah, that was me. I was pulling it up.
That was funny. It tripped me out for a second. I was like, wait a second. Am I having...
It tripped me out for a second.
But yeah, so you guys are clear to exit Bay 7 and head on out. There is something I need to know when you head out and when you're setting your course. Are you going straight to Ganymede? Because on the way to Ganymede, you pass straight through the belt.
Is there a roundabout way that will that'll be safer or anything like that?
So travel through the belt is inevitable, but you can just take the main trade route, and that's the time that I quoted you at, 131.7. You're going to need your navigator to do some calculations on how to not get crushed by boulders.
Great.
Or asteroids, whatever they call them. I don't know. Space rocks. And yeah.
I got a 12.
12 is not bad.
And then I got to do this to see if we do it good.
The red border always scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's just his border color.
I mean, anytime I roll, it should scare the crap out of y'all, especially since I rolled actually pretty garbage, but still a 14. And 3 stunt points.
With that, you punch in the coordinates that you were given by your navigator, and with that roll, you were able to leave the port without crashing into anything and safely make it on your way. And this journey will, as I said before, take 5 days.
I forget, do we reset our fortune during a long rest, or is that only when we level up?
It is, during like a long rest, you will get it back. And for the sake of expedience, since you guys do have some downtime, I'll just let you do it now.
Okay.
For general exploration stunts, if I succeed, I can do Speed Demon for 2 stunt points, I complete my test in half the time it would otherwise take.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, actually, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do some slingshotting.
Yeah.
And you're going to pretty much instead of going straight off of normally you would orbit Mars and then just shoot off, but you orbit Mars like in a faster burn in a tighter arc, very close to the atmosphere, and it's kind of scary. And you're like, whoa, and you're like,
Yeah, it sounds like me.
yeah, and the G's are going to be a little more intense, but he does successfully get you guys going, and it doesn't feel great though.
Good.
The Earthers aren't really bothered by it too much. The Martian, a little. The Belter is upset. Green, you're a little uncomfortable. You're like, I fucking hate you guys. But yeah, so that is, you guys are on the way. And during this time, you guys can, every day you can try and check stuff out, do scanner checks. You can do any sort of downtime activity you would like to do. During which time, I believe Calliope is going to be building the shield.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You already made that roll, which was good enough to get it done.
Cool.
What about Green, Reese, and Loki?
I think I probably helped make the shield.
So you're just in the workshop helping her out with design input, and you're like putting it on, and like she's like hitting you with a wrench.
Put on another spike, Calliope. I don't have another spike. You're just gonna have to deal with the one.
Then I guess we're gonna have to make one.
He like rolls up a piece of cardboard and just like
Spray this with chrome.
There's a real spike and a fake spike. It's a 50-50 shot. Which one hits the enemy?
I'm gonna be up front with Reese, and I'm running systems scanners to make sure there's nothing, see what's around us, and also cryptography on my downtime action to try to break open what we've got about.
Yes.
Yes.
I figured you would try doing that. So give me both of those checks, one at a time.
Okay, cryptography first.
Okay.
For a 12 altogether with triples, triple twos.
Yeah, so with triple twos and with the stump points, you do make progress. Before, you were able to kind of see like parts of the cipher and some of the encrypted information a little more clearly. But now you start to see, actually, the title will pop up, which is it's a day late and $1 short, but the title will read Project Caliban. Sure enough. So you definitely, you have concrete proof that is what you were on to. For yourself. Obviously, your contact, you already gave them the information. And then give me that scanner check, boy.
Yes, that one I don't have.
Yeah, boy.
That one's not plus a zillion.
You still rolled good.
I did.
So you're gonna ping on out. You actually pick up. There is a heavy cruiser, not close to you, but you do pick it up. It's also traveling out from the belt. It's traveling past you. You guys will pass each other, but you have forewarning now, so you're not gonna be like, holy shit, it's a giant spaceship out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's a giant spaceship. A cruiser. Whose cruiser is it?
It's a Martian vessel.
The Martian cruiser.
Interesting.
Like
Something we should avoid.
Regular patrol?
It does seem to be just a regular military patrol.
Well, the good news is we have legit papers for our delivery, so it's not like we're doing anything.
You guys are not
Illegal.
breaking the law currently.
Currently, maybe tomorrow.
I mean, yesterday. You guys broke the shit out of the law.
Two of you are still fugitives on the run from Earth, but I don't think the Martians give a shit about you.
No, they do not.
Yeah, so let's not draw attention to ourselves. Let's just maintain our course. If the space cops pull us over, then
At this point in the history, Mars will extradite Earther criminals.
Oh shit.
But it's not like they're not like looking for you or anything. So. But yeah, so that's the first day of space travel. Happens kind of just par for the course. You guys kind of get used to the gravity on you guys because of his fast pace. He's just hauling ass. But it's not 7 Gs, so you're okay. Green, you get kind of sick. You're But that day passes uneventfully. The next day, whenever Reese gets back in the chair, you'll actually see on just your regular sensors the ship is closer now. You guys aren't going to pass even within 100 miles of each other, but in space, it's still pretty close.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should black out just in case.
Yeah, I don't want to draw any additional suspicion to us. I don't know what standard protocol is around here. We're a delivery ship doing a delivery.
You guys are not in the wrong. It might look suspicious blacking out if they notice you. But that's up to you. If you don't want to be seen at all, or if you just want to hope that when they scan you, everything's copacetic.
I mean, let's do if it's a non-sketchy blackout. Let's do a non-sketchy blackout. I don't want to do anything sketchy to draw attention to us.
Then let's just keep going.
Yeah.
After about 2 hours, when you guys are at the closest point that you will be if you keep your trajectories, you get scanned.
And
They just find a shitload of vodka.
They do scan you. You see them access, a little icon pops up that lets you know that the Martian military is scanning your ship. But that's it. They keep on going. You do have the proper papers. I'm just letting you know that these things happen for future reference if you're ever not copacetic.
it's almost like Jahan is foreshadowing.
Hey man, I'm just setting precedents now so that I can screw you guys later. That's all I'm doing.
Is that not the definition of foreshadowing?
I was thinking the same thing. That sounds like foreshadowing.
It's literally.
Yeah, that's a good point. Foreshadow. So it is an impressive vessel. You guys can actually, kind of make it out. It's kind of like a little speck out in space, but it's an impressive ship. You wouldn't want to tangle with it. But after a few more hours, you guys are well past each other. Anything anyone wants to do on this second day of travel? Tomorrow is when you'll actually get to the belt itself.
Yeah, I think Cal's just gonna sleep.
Cal's gonna rest up today, very tired from a busy day of shield making and a previous day of attempted murder.
He is.
It's a lot out of you. It
What
really
do you
does.
do, Green?
I'm gonna do some training with my shield.
Oh,
Set
cool.
up like a makeshift mannequin kind of thing, and just kind of like over and over.
I'm not gonna make you. There's no reason for you to roll for that. So yeah, you're just gonna be beating a mannequin with your shield. You Captain America at it. You realize that's not very practical in real life.
Yeah.
And you look around to make sure no one was watching.
You just chuck your shield.
Loki, you see him on the cameras and you chuckle.
Oh, it should also be noted, I definitely made a little rubber ducky design on the corner of the shield.
There's like a
With a
little
little-
rubber ducky on the corner of the shield.
Yeah.
I am curious. So we have one rubber ducky with a top hat.
Yes.
We got one rubber ducky that looks like he's got a little space helmet on.
Yeah, he's wearing a Martian power suit. Yes.
Yeah, Martian power suit. That's right. So, what is the rubber ducky that you drew on Green Shield, or is it just like a rubber ducky?
Oh, it's just a blank rubber ducky.
Nice outline of the rubber ducky. I like that. So we have a symbol.
Yeah.
I would like to retcon, instead of leaving a gif of Loki, I'd like to leave a gif of a rubber ducky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or a JPEG, I'm sorry. Either one.
Can the rubber duckies still be Slav squatting?
It's just me with a rubber ducky face and a top hat.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, no problem. I'll let that retcon. I just changed my notes to reflect that. Loki,
Yeah.
what are you doing on this fine day of travel?
Same thing as yesterday, keeping Reese company in the cockpit and also working on some cryptography and working on sensors.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that new cryptography.
Cryptography for fun.
I just realized that the amount of space on the new ship means that this is probably like the longest Cal and Reese have not really interacted since they left Earth.
Yeah, you guys are not asses to elbows in here. You guys have personal space, and it's kind of nice.
Which is literally how we had to sleep, asses to elbows.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that shuttle was not designed to live in.
That's called the German 69.
I don't know why that's gross, but yeah, no, that's
asses to elbows.
So that's your best cryptography roll yet.
Yes. I rolled doubles, I rolled a 17, and I got first strength parents.
What could you do with those stuff points?
What could I do with my first strength parents? Let me go look. I can down the rabbit hole. If the test leads to a reveal, the GM can provide a brand new lead about a new subject with greater rewards.
Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Are you ready? Are you ready for that one?
So what I can set it up and have it reveal over time.
Perfect. Yeah, great.
But so you do it. All of a sudden, you're sitting there, you're typing. You've been typing. You were up all night typing, and then boop. Like just lines of code start showing up.
I spin the monitor and show it to Reese. I did it, Reese! Oh, I did it, baby! I get up and run out of the room and go grab a bottle of vodka from the kitchen. Pop the top off, bring it back, hand Reese one.
I mean, I'm gonna
an entire bottle of vodka. You're both just drinking a handle of vodka.
Before I drink it, what did you do?
This is everything that they know about Project Caliban, and now we got it. I broke the code.
We have everything.
Everything.
Holy shit!
I wasn't going to tamper with the code. I never mess with it, John. Until after the information Calliope told me yesterday, 2 days ago when she returned. That information we need to have. We need to be able to stop this project or at least get away from it.
And the churn is rising. Just for the record.
What does that mean again?
Churn is every time something happens or you guys roll certain things, churn points are generated and they can cause story complications and dangers to arise. You are not yet in the danger zone, but soon.
Danger zone.
And I can also spend them to like make stupid stuff happen to you guys. So.
I like that.
I do too. I like it. It's a very cool take on DM points. I like it. But yeah, no, you crack it open, man, and the code starts flying. You start opening stuff, and you will notice first off that it doesn't detail any other facilities. You do know that apparently they worked in. It was compartmentalized. So they didn't know of each other, and they kind of did independent research.
Oh, so it's like cell-based?
Yeah, it's cell-based research. It's very black site, very dark, very covert stuff. It's kind of scary when you look at how it's set up. And you are seeing, but you can see what they were doing at this particular site. I'm going to add to my little list here. The site that you found was Site 812. That's all it's known as. It's the only name it has. And they were, you're not sure exactly what all the research they were doing means, but it seems that they were isolating some sort of strange silicate in animal DNA. You're not sure what it was exactly. You don't exactly understand the science behind it because you're not a scientist. But they were extracting something from some sort of animal, and whatever it is the desired, what they're trying to understand how it works. And you can actually pull up some video files if you would like to.
I would like to. When you guys hear all the commotion of Loki running around cheering and opening bottles of vodka, are you guys drawn to come out and see what the hell's going on?
I just want to check with Leighton real quick. How heavy of a sleeper do we think Cal is?
Well, that is completely up to you.
I hate
mean,
that answer. 'Cause
I know. I mean, I'm quiet. Like I'm a quiet person, so like it wouldn't have actually, if you were a light sleeper, it wouldn't have actually bothered much on the on our travels together because I'm not a very loud or
yeah,
boisterous.
I guess she's like a medium sleeper. So yeah, she'll wake up and come out sort of looking kind of bedraggled.
I mean, Loki is loud.
Yeah, Loki's being loud as shit right now.
It's family movie night in the cockpit. Come on!
Oh god, this is not going to be fun. Okay, so
What?
are you going to put on this movie for everyone to watch?
Oh my god, she's like just waking up and she's about to watch this video of like human
The
experiments.
title of the movie is Project Caliban. Bum, ba, ban. I click play and sling it to the screen.
So immediately you'll notice in the bottom corner it has a series number for the experiment series, and it has a running clock that starts at 0 and starts running as soon as the camera turns on. And there is a doctor. You can't tell who it is. They're completely wearing the mask and the whole doctor getup, but you can tell it's a woman. She'll say Series X23, Trial 4, and then you'll see an animal. You actually recognize the room they're in. It's one of the rooms from the base that you raided. It's the one that spins around to simulate gravity. And you could tell from the camera that the room is currently in motion. And there is an animal. It is a mouse, and it's in a box. And you will see she'll be manipulating some sort of drone controls, and there'll be a robot arm, and she'll say initializing test, and then you'll hear the wee 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 as it gets stabbed by this needle. And some strange kind of fluorescent substance goes into the mouse.
I've always been a sucker for a good sci-fi, and I hand the bottle of vodka to Green. And I also reach behind me and turn the dimmer lights down in the cockpit like we're in a movie theater.
The mouse will start to twirl around in a tight circle and try to get away from what seems like its own back. It's like trying to get away from itself, and it starts clawing into its own skin. And eventually, it starts to, like its skin starts to kind of wave around. And then eventually, and then the doctor will say, trial 4 unsuccessful. And then, trial 5. And like, it'll keep being similar things. And then eventually, it'll be a new series.
At one point, I'm going to get up and go make popcorn and come back.
It gets pretty nasty.
Did I miss anything, or is the whole movie this slow?
No, it's just mice exploding.
Popcorn?
Eventually, once you start getting towards the end of the video files, you can see them in like a little queue on the side of the screen in the playlist, and there's only a couple left. And one of them you see towards the end. One of the rats doesn't explode, but it does try to rip its own skin off, and eventually it kind of melts. It just kind of melts into like this blob, and then it starts pulsating, and then it starts glowing, and then it starts kind of moving around, like a what do you call it? Like a ferrous liquid with a magnet. It starts moving and reacting to its surroundings.
Wait, who's typing?
That's me. I have exploding mice. One melts into a radioactive amoeba.
Yes, that's a good description of what happens.
These are very good notes.
They're good notes. Yeah, I like note taking. That's a good thing to do. But yeah, that's what happens to this last one, and then a final trial is going to begin. It's the last one in the playlist, and it will be that pile of goo is released into a container with another rat.
With another what?
Another rat. like a
Okay.
living rat, a normal rat. And the pile of goo will, and it'll just, like, it'll blur across the screen, it'll grab it, and the rat will be like, ah, ah, you'll hear it crying, and then, and the puddle gets bigger. And then at some point, it starts hitting the glass. And then you're like, oh no, subject's out of control, and it'll break through the glass, and you'll see the camera go flying up, ah, and you'll hear screaming, and you'll see the scientist standing over the camera trying to claw at her own face as this thing is on her, and you'll just see, and it starts consuming her, and then, and
Well, this is like directly out of that movie Life.
It is a lot like that. I haven't seen it, but
Well,
I know what
I
it's
think
about.
we knew. I think we know what happened to that black site now.
Yeah.
What happened to the blob? I don't remember seeing a blob.
You didn't see a blob, no.
No, we didn't see a blob, which means it escaped and can live in space.
You did, however,
Question
see
mark?
a man there that was sent there to clean up. So you're not exactly sure what happened to what. You can Loki. You can see in the log, however, you don't just have video files. You have like system logs. You have that kind of stuff. They initiated quarantine protocols shortly after that video, and the last thing that you see noted is that somebody has docked with the station, and that was it. An unknown vessel.
May I know I had those stunt points earlier I said used to go down the rabbit hole. Can I use them for something else instead?
Yes.
In the membership reputation stunts, there is a stunt at the bottom that costs 3 points called Go Viral.
Ooh.
I want to share that last 2 clips and broadcast them.
So you can do that. I will allow you to do that. I would not. You as a spy and a technology expert would know it would be a terrible idea to do from here.
Not from this ship, not right now.
Yeah,
At a bigger signal, bigger station.
You could probably do it when you reach Ganymede.
The best way to do it is to go to your local library or internet cafe.
It's the reason I had to ask now is because it is a stunt and it's tied to a stunt point. So like later, I have to intentionally try to do it. I guess.
Essentially, since you told me now, I'll allow it to be like that's your. Essentially, you just got like a new objective.
Yeah.
Going viral. Yeah.
Hey, there is a goals section.
There is.
Goals.
Yeah, so you are pretty much cleared. Essentially, those stunt points have been spent, and it has been sent that way. And I like that better, actually.
I do too. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because we definitely don't want that to be traceable back to us. Because, wow, that's very good of us to do
Oh, you guys would all be sized up for toe tags immediately.
immediately.
Everyone else that knows about this is dead. So you guys are pretty aware of what would happen.
We're ahead of the curve. We die on our own time. Thank you very much.
So
If
that,
you don't mind, when we get to our destination, I may share this information.
Again, as long as it can't be traced back to us, I agree that people deserve to know.
Personally, I think that everybody should know about Project Caliban,
Yeah.
especially that Jules Pierre Mao is in charge of it.
oh man, yeah, nah, dude, that's so like top tier espionage. That's great. You guys are getting dirty.
Does Ganymede have like a big relay that we can?
Ganymede is also known as the jewel of the outer planets.
So
it is,
yes,
it is
probably.
one of the nicest places in So more about Ganymede. I'll tell you a little bit more about Ganymede. Ganymede is part of the Jovian system, which is a series of astral bodies, celestial bodies that comprise of Jupiter and its moons. It's the Jovian system. Ganymede is one of the moons, and it is one of the only moons of Jupiter that has a magnetosphere, which makes it one of the only moons that can be used to grow crops in dome cities. And it is one of the 7 wonders of the solar system. there are these huge crop domes that use an array of space mirrors to blast sunlight onto crops, and it is something to behold. And that's kind of what Calliope already knew from the old man she talked to on the bench about the wonders of the universe.
Right, it's kind of almost like the Garden of Babylon, but in space.
Yes, it is going to be epic. A lot of people in the belt actually go to Ganymede to give birth because it's safer to give birth in gravity, and it has some of the nicest hospitals. But yeah, so yes, it does have what you need. It is a very nice, civilized place. But so that's the end of day 2 of your travel. Day 3 begins, and this is when you're going to be entering the Kuiper Belt.
All right, Cal, we need you up here.
Now, for anyone who doesn't know, the Kuiper Belt is a real thing. It is a belt of rocks and debris and various things that floats roughly in the middle of our solar system.
And you better watch out.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a good roll.
Holy crap.
Man, I almost can't fuck with you now.
That's a near perfect roll.
That is a near
Wait,
perfect.
what do I do? Exploration stunts or
Yes,
what?
exploration stunts.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
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 I'm pretty excited. That's a really that's a near perfect roll. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's a near perfect roll. 3 sixes is the best you can do, and pretty much it's not an auto success, but essentially if I let you roll for something, that means you can't succeed. So
I see one that you might like. It's general exploration stunt, the first one. When a plan comes together, you can spend 1 to 3 stunt points and give them to the next, or help the next person who rolls on the related test. So
which
it could be
the pilot.
the pilot. Yeah, you and Reese working together when the plan comes together, and so you give him 3 plus 3 on his next one.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay,
You still have 3.
3.
Yeah, you still have 3 floating out there.
So Reese, for your piloting check with this associated roll, you have +3.
Sick.
Which is cool. I like that. I love the way that the group checks kind of work here.
I could literally roll all ones and still get a 12.
That's pretty
That would
good.
be sick.
All right, I'm gonna put 3. Wait.
You're gonna need better than a 12 though, because you're going into an asteroid field.
Well, yeah.
Okay, can I
With-
use my other stunt points now?
Yes.
Okay, so jury rig.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess like I've probably now figured out like the differentials between like how this ship functions versus how our old ship functions. And I probably like have done like put in like a navigation shortcut or something. I don't know.
What is the text of jury rig?
Oh, okay, jury rig is you find or improvise a piece of equipment you need to be more effective. Negate any situational penalties you will set for lacking proper equipment on tests appropriate to the improvisation.
Okay, so you essentially customize your navigation settings, and so I guess on your next time you roll a navigation, you'll get a bonus.
Okay, and then pay dirt. I want to put 1 on pay dirt. I want to win a bet, but I don't know what that bet is between me and another character.
Oh, if you choose that one, that means that you're going to plot this course probably and be like, see, I found a better course than you wanted to take, and then win some money off of them.
Okay, so I probably had a bet with Reese going that I couldn't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
should be like,
So
yeah,
what do
we
I
can
do?
get through there. Be like, I'll put money that we can't. She's gonna win that bet though, hopefully. Assuming that Reese rolls high enough on his piloting check. But hopefully you do, so go ahead and give me that roll there, Reese.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you say the word, baby. It's right there.
Oh, so +3, it's a 20,
That's a
which
20.
means you rolled even higher than she did. No stunt points, but with her
I won
help,
the bet.
yeah, she actually helps you do better. Wow. So 20. The only way that I could believably mess you guys up through this is if, like, literally all the asteroids turned into, like, micro particles and, like, start zipping through your ship. Like, in fact, even you actually pick up, like, a small amount of debris. We'll say Loki sees it on his sensors, because you guys are all rolling so well right now. And, like, if you had gone through it, you probably would have had some hull damage and maybe a hole in your ship. But you navigate around it. You guys make it through. It takes you... you're in the Kuiper Belt for the whole day. And you're just... Your course is great, and your piloting skills are up to par. I was going to make funny stuff happen. But maybe next time.
Me and Reese just fist bump.
See, space travel is hard to make fun when everyone's rolling shit. At least fun for me. I wanna make you guys suffer.
Yeah, I know
Thanks.
you do, John. But I love Space Bullet too much.
I won't do
Space
it.
Bullet's fucking good.
But yeah, so you guys make it through the Kuiper Belt on day 3. Day 4 out of 5.5. You guys are almost there. You can see it. I mean, you know, not really, but you guys are on your way. Anyone want to do anything for this day? Hi, Jenny.
No.
Shit. What is the interlude activity page again?
The interlude activity, yes, that is a whole thing. I'll find it.
Oh, 111 or 109. God. Okay.
Oh yeah, here it is. Wow. You do all kinds of stuff. And you guys have been making good use of your time. You made that breakthrough. You made a shield. You can do maintenance. You can do... Oh, you guys can relate to each other. That's always fun. Or you can work on your reputations.
Since I didn't actually roll on anything, since me and Loki have kind of been hanging out, I'd love to relate with Loki since he's been kind of showing me the ropes on all this stuff. Our rapport has been growing.
Let me actually read that. Let me see. I don't even know if it needs a roll.
Also, Jahan, I still have a mysterious item from those living quarters.
Oh, I know.
It gets more mysterious every week.
It gets more mysterious the longer I wait. You'll never find out.
I keep looking at it and it's like blurred out, like it's inappropriate.
One of these days you're gonna take something out of your pocket. It's gonna make all the difference.
And I probably spend the day relating to Green about the shield.
Aw. Okay. So you guys spend this day. Now that you're out of the Kuiper Belt, you guys are kind of able to relax a little bit more. Loki and Reese will relate to one another in the cockpit. Green and Calliope will bond. You catch him in the training room using the shield, and you actually catch him try to throw it this time. And you're like, that's not going to work. And then you guys kind of talk about it. You guys can role play these interactions, but there are no roles required.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna roleplay it, then Reese and Loki should go first.
Absolutely. I wait with bated breath.
You know, you're not the bad pilot. I figured you'd crash into those rocks yesterday.
Yeah, well, you haven't been with a lot of pilots who went through the bullshit that I did. I mean, I guess that's not a whole lot to complain about. Never mind.
That's true. When you first came on me, you saw my piloting skills at work.
Yeah. I've been doing this for longer than I care to admit. But how did you get those files from something that was encrypted at like a governmental scale?
I've been doing this longer than I care to admit.
Well, shit, we suck. We spent our entire childhoods doing this shit.
And look how far it got us. All the way out there in the middle of nowhere.
That is true. I didn't expect to make it to Ganymede, at least not with a gun in my hand pointed at someone else's, pointed at a target that wasn't my own.
I take my screwdriver off my hip and tap it against my forehead. You know, I don't care for guns. Always stick to something sturdy.
Well, yeah, I noticed that when we met you, you didn't have any gun and you weren't trying to kill us. Those are generally my first two questions.
I prefer to stay on this side of the barrel. I like to be alive.
Well, I like you being alive, because you've gotten us further than I ever expected to. And I never actually got around to, well, you never got around to paying us, but I never got around to thanking you for helping out me and Cal.
That's right. I never got around to getting paid either.
That's a fair point. Regardless, the ship's equal parts yours as it is ours, so this is a thing.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, you guys can both get a fortune.
Boom.
And then Calliope and Green.
So I probably like walk past Green practicing on my way to like the kitchen or on my way out of the kitchen, and I have like Pocky in my mouth, and I see him try to throw a shield. I'm like, Green, what are you doing?
I'm wrecking shop.
You're doing what?
I'm wrecking shop.
You're wrecking shop?
Yeah. With this dope ass shield that you got me. Check this out. And I like spin real quick. I do a spin around and then back whack with the shield on the mannequin.
Make him roll for it. Make him roll for it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll on this mannequin. It shouldn't be too hard. So.
All right.
She asked for it, man.
He's gonna spin around. Oh, yep. I was gonna say he's gonna backhand it, and it's just going to fucking explode.
Yeah, he backhands
it. His like bulging
muscles
as his sweat drips down his bulging fucking skinny long man muscles.
You're a fucking beast. Holy shit.
It works.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
You.
What?
Thank you for this shield.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you gave it to the right guy.
Yeah.
I did give it to the right guy. Mysterious voice from beyond space and time.
That's me.
I'm really glad you like it, Green.
Can we add a strap to it so I can attach it to my back?
Yeah, I can add a strap to it. I don't think we have any leather. We can pick up leather on Ganymede if we can find, like, obviously not real leather that's, like, super rare and whatever, but, like, you know, cactus leather.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys can definitely, that's something, yeah, you guys can talk about. But, yeah, no, that was good. I like this. This is fun. I like the role-play interaction. You guys can also gain fortune, each of you. And, yeah, you can go above your max.
Cool.
But yeah, no, so that was good. That's the end of day 4. And day 5, you guys it's going to be your last day adrift, your last full day in space. Before we get to that, I think now is a good time for us to take our 5-minute break, everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God. The amount of coffee in my bladder is just unreal.
Yeah, I feel the same way. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching so far. Hopefully you stick around, and we'll see you after the break. Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays the Expanse. I am the Game Master Johannanon.
I'm Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary. And since it's Thursday and we're playing The Expanse, I'll be playing the part of Loki, the hacker on board the Silver Space Bullet.
And I am Leighton, and you can call me Leighton, and I didn't get to do this when we first got started, which makes me sad, because I like this part. You can find me at LT Schlamuel, spelled how it sounds. I will be playing the role of Reese.
I'm goddamn menace Alicia Benisa, and you can find me at Hidden Audio, where I make horror jokes and talk about my horror podcast that's almost done recording, and it's super cool.
And hey folks, I'm Matt, but tonight I'm going to be playing Sean Green, the Mean Machine.
These titles get better and better. Yeah, so right before the break, you guys had just concluded one of your final days of travel to Ganymede, one of the moons of Jupiter. And now it is the dawn of the final day.
What does Ganymede look like for people like me who don't know what Ganymede looks like?
So Ganymede is it's a moon, and it has these giant domes all over it, some of which house very modern, very nice cities, and many of which house giant greenhouses.
What color is the surface of Ganymede?
I don't know. You got me.
I say, man, that's okay.
It's a gray rock. It looks like the moon.
So it's
like
very moonlight.
Huh. But yeah, and it's very nice. It has very nice facilities. A lot of belters go there to give birth because of the facilities are so nice. And I don't actually know if it's the gem of the outer planets, but that's what I call it because it's so nice. It's just good marketing, you know. I like to imagine there's a Disney World somewhere there.
Nice.
But I don't think that's canon. But I feel like I should make it canon.
I mean, if there's a Disney World there, I'm gonna suggest that we go.
Why don't you make it a something else world since Disney doesn't pay our fucking bills yet?
Ooh.
Yeah, fucking Disney. If you wanna
Disney.
call it Disney World, pay us.
Okay,
Yeah, that's right. If you want some streamers with foul mouths under
talking
your
about
Disney
your family
brand,
destination.
talking, we are quite influential. 12s of people watch us.
12.
12s!
Yeah, until you pay us, Disney, we will be brought to you by Universal.
Oh shit! I was just gonna call it Schmizney World.
Disney World.
I like Schmizney World.
It's a small
It'd be-
world after all.
Just call it Space World.
It's a space world after. Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, so you guys are aboard the space boat, hurtling through space at incomprehensible speeds. It's not true. I just don't know how fast you're going. But yeah. And what would you guys like to do with this last bit of free time that you guys have before the hustle and bustle of Planetfall?
I'm gonna make everybody some pancake battered scorpions. I don't know why. Remember when we decided that candied scorpions were a beautiful, delicious thing?
Yes.
So everybody loves candied bacon, right? Except for us Jews. But we can have candied turkey bacon.
And
So I
candy
figured-
scorpion. It's kosher.
That
Well,
can't
actually, I'm pretty sure it's not.
be, yeah,
But that's fine.
that can't be true.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
like
sure
a-
it's like the same thing as shellfish.
Yeah,
Definitely
I was
not.
gonna say it's like a lobster on land with horrible tail, right?
It is
Yeah,
land
with a horrible tail.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Calliope, who's probably cooked maybe once in her life, is like, I wonder what it's like in a pancake. So she makes pancake scorpions, sort of like bacon pancakes, but with scorpions.
They got that good spice from that poison.
Well, the
Gross.
poison burns off.
The poison does burn off, yeah. But not if you put them in pancake batter. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
What
so she
role
makes you
would
this
that
food.
even be? What role would that be?
Willpower.
But yeah, so
Willpower, and then everybody eating it makes a constitution check.
how does everybody feel about this meal that is presented to them?
I'm psyched.
It's better than nutrition paste.
I
so
eat
you're
the
like-
pancake and leave the scorpion, candied scorpion, inside, stuffed in pancake. I just eat around it. But I'm thankful for the pancakes.
He's like, there's something in my food.
Yeah, as soon as it's great. Green, you didn't make this, did you? Someone else cooked. Someone else was cooking today, not Green.
Oh man.
What about you, Reese? You like it?
Cal, it's great. It's best thing I've tasted on this ship so far.
I want to try it.
Y'all can tell me if it's horrible.
Yeah, it's not real food. She won't actually be upset.
Not
Here, wait, I'm gonna make a willpower. No, it's a 9. I got a 9 on my willpower check.
Oh no. Does that mean you're sad about it?
No, I said I made that joke like I'll roll willpower to make the food.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I've given everybody food poisoning.
You passed the easy hurdle of making food.
Well, I feel like pancakes are pretty easy.
Pancakes are pretty easy. It's not good, but you can eat it. But yeah, that's that. You guys have that as your like final space meal before not space time. You eat it with your space mounts. But yeah, does anyone else do anything other than that?
I'll check scanners, making sure that everything's good coming in. I'm not gonna let down my side of the prize here at the last day. Can't be sleeping on what we need to be doing.
I'm gonna watch a real movie.
I rolled an 18 on the scanner check with 5 stunt points.
So depending on what you want to do with those stunt points could change the outcome here. Because technically you could make something happen.
Work with Green and I'll browse through stunt points.
Yeah, what do you want to watch, Green? Anything in particular? Something you haven't seen before?
Yeah, probably something new. Something that's been, in the trailers, the space trailers, that is. How about Jeffrey and Bongo is the name of the movie, and it's about a couple of guys in space that they get into all kinds of shenanigans. One of them gets slingshot around a planet in a suit and lands right into a space dumpster on the way back. Stuff like that. They're like kind of farcical.
So you're making this is obviously something that you are making up right now.
So this is like the Dukes of Hazzard in
so
space.
The first movie that is canon in our universe is Jeffrey and Bug. I've written it down. You guys will see a movie poster soon.
Oh God.
Yeah, Jeffrey and Bongo. The movie poster has one of them slingshotting into a space dumpster, and you just hear Green chuckling from the common room. That Bongo.
Oh my God.
All right, I think I want to do infiltration stunt. Fancy meeting you here.
Okay.
So I can make up a character, or the game master can introduce a character that in the upcoming scene. Usually, you're like, hey, we need a hacker, so we need a hacker. But we don't really need anything right now, and I think it'd be it's just a good time for a friendly NPC to come along when we land.
Yeah, I can. That can definitely be what you use those stump.
Someone that either Green knows from his background or somebody that I know from my background. Either way is fine.
I do not mind. So, yes, everyone watching at home, you can see the roll there. You see the stunt points. The cool thing about the age system is you can use stunt points to affect the narrative. So that's fun. I like that a lot. But yeah.
Hey, pup.
What do you do, Reese?
So I guess on my message, when I'm doing the sensors, I'll contact whoever that is on that planet and let them know, yeah, we're coming. So I was trying to think of wait, how did that work? So yeah, I'm on the sensors. We're Ganymede. I remember we got a friend out here, or Green tells me he's got a friend out here, whichever.
We'll say you don't know that you have a friend out here. Neither does Green. But when you're checking your destination, and you notice, it's kind of like a flag hackers send up. Like chalk mark on a mailbox kind of thing. You see an ad for a roving psychiatrist or something.
If you follow the bread trail of Anonymous, eventually you actually will find a hacker community.
Yeah, kind of.
That type of thing. But also, if you just see a Guy Fawkes mask, it doesn't mean anything, and it's probably just some douchebag.
Yeah, you see an ad for Jamaican sandwiches, and you're like, huh, I knew it.
What if it's a spice runner?
we'll say Reese, you see this, you see him see an ad for Jamaican sandwiches, and he's like, I knew it. And you're like, what the fuck? Doesn't make any sense.
Congratulations, Loki, on nothing.
I call that place and make a very strange order.
Yes, can I have 2 loaves of bread with a cat?
I would like
Extra
2 pickles and shave off the skin of the pickles. Place them on the side of the plate. We'll be there in 6.5 hours. Party of 4.
None of that's true either. That's the other part that Reese will notice. But yeah, he's obviously talking in code. Or he's finally snapped.
Either way.
Maybe both, honestly.
Maybe both. The life of a spy is strenuous on the mind. But yes, what would you like to do with your final night? Because I know how you feel about being in space. You love it.
I do.
But you're about to land on a brand new planet, so that's exciting too.
Yeah, I'm gonna. God, there's not really a whole lot. I'm just gonna take advantage of the time that I have to fly. I might take a little bit of a scenic route. I don't know what that would mean. But
yeah, it is time for your final approach. Oh, hey, what's up, Connor? Long time no see, man.
What up, Connor?
Hello! Oh, I got boomed.
He
What up?
boomed
Thank
you
you.
right out the gate.
Whoa!
But yeah, go ahead. Give me a pilot check. This is your final approach kind of thing. You're setting up your final trajectory, and you can choose to take a bit of a more fun path. If you
Yeah, yeah, definitely looking for a nice, fun thing.
Oh damn. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys will notice a bit of a hard burn for a second. Everybody can feel it, and he kind of shoots off. You guys might know that means he's changing direction. You probably realize that.
I mean, Loki's sitting right here. He can turn over to me. I just have this. I'm just having a great time.
Essentially, what you're doing is you are misaligning your path so that you have to completely orbit Jupiter, which you weren't going to do before.
Yeah.
And just to get like an extra lap in.
Bummer.
Race.
We get a nice view of Jupiter, though.
Race,
What?
you're off course.
Only a little.
This is going. This might end an entire day, Reese.
It's not gonna
It
take an
could add a
entire
whole-
day.
Yeah.
How much time will it add, Jahan?
It'll probably add like about a half a day. So instead of 5.5 days, it's going to be 6. Which is fine.
Just half a day, giving us some extra time to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, you guys are pulling off to the side of the road to go see the dinosaur museum. It's not a big deal.
Cal wants to see Jupiter. I'm gonna show her all of Jupiter.
There
I
you go,
flicked the
blame
radio. I flicked the radio back
When in
over.
doubt, blame Cal or Green. It's probably one of the two.
I flicked the radio back to whatever comm I had called earlier. Like, cancel that order for 4. Save the egg rolls. And then fucking hang up and walk out of the cockpit, obviously annoyed.
But yeah, so you guys will have your final day of flight now. Your final full day of flight now, which was different than it was going to be. But as you guys are flying, you can look out the window and you see below you, right below you, the Jupiter. You guys are flying around Jupiter. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a map I can pull up. Here we go. Boom. They are right there. Yeah, I pointed at it. No one can see what I'm pointing at, but they can see the map.
Nope.
The galaxy's largest ball of yarn?
Yeah, you guys fly past an orbiting ball of yarn. It's just floating around there.
There it is. The Jupiter yarn.
It's wrapped around the whole planet. It's quite the marvel.
Oh, wow, that is a large ball of yarn.
Very large ball of yarn.
That's big.
It's huge. It's a huge ball of yarn.
You know, they say Jupiter used to have a large red spot that you can't see anymore because of the yarn.
It's like
I heard
Futurama.
that.
They're trying to counter the rotation. But yeah, so you guys do have this. I'm gonna have this day just kind of be like an ooh Jupiter, because I feel like anyone who's anyone would be staring. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty magical.
Cal's probably chilling with Reese today.
You guys are sitting there looking out the window in the stillness of space and just marveling at this gigantic planet. But after that day passes, you guys have one final dinner, one final rest, and then I'm gonna let that you roll a 20, so I'm gonna say you coast right down to the base that you're landing at.
Yeah, I sure do. Just in time too. We were out of that 40 pack of tacos.
Yeah, the tacos are long.
We just survived, except for my shitty pancakes. We just survived on tacos the
Do
whole
you
trip.
think a 40 pack of tacos would survive a night around me, let alone me and anyone else? Get out of here. If you don't know. Matthew, how many tacos did we eat Monday?
Oh, dude. Like
40 tacos, right?
Yeah.
I think 3 of us ate 40 tacos. I think that's what happened.
That's funny.
I don't know how big Loki is. I don't know if Loki's like Gary.
Look, man, you ever thrown down on Martian tacos before?
No, I haven't, and now I really want to.
Yeah, man.
Your Jupiter orbit finally lines straight up with the moon that you're going to land on. Because obviously you can't land on Jupiter because it's made out of gas. But you guys coast on into this station on Ganymede, one of the moons of Jupiter. I was watching something the other day, and they were talking about Ganymede, but they were talking about it in a different way. And I was like, what? That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Like in a scientific way. Like about
what?
astronomy.
No, it was in like a different sci-fi. And I was like,
Oh.
I was like, that's one of the moons of Jupiter, and I felt cool.
I thought you were like watching like Discovery Channel, and they were like, Ganymede is a moon of Jupiter that doesn't have any life, but we're looking, and you're like, I
You're like,
thought
that's dumb. Nuh-uh. It has biozones and solar panels. I read it in a book.
Yeah, you guys don't know.
They were talking about it differently, and I didn't like
You
it.
guys don't know.
Gonna
yeah.
send Discovery Channel a copy of The Expanse by Green Ronin. Get your facts right. Read a book.
That's someone we should have on the show. We should have Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No.
Let me tweet him.
Let's get him. Yeah.
I'll tweet him right now.
He would be totally insufferable, and you know it.
But I love him.
He would be like, this is incorrect. This is incorrect.
Oh, definitely. It would be hilarious. I think
my
it's
God.
so funny. But yeah, so you guys, as you get closer to the moon, you can start to make out the giant domes on the surface. They kind of glimmer. Kind of like how you can see cities from space on Earth, you know. And floating around the moon are these huge space stations, which you can also dock with, but your destination is the planet, the moon itself. But you can see them shining. It's blinding if you look right at it. They have these huge dishes that are like, they're gigantic. You've probably never seen anything quite that large in space except for the Navarro. But they're catching the sunlight from the sun, and they're shooting it down
That what
to
comes
these
from the sun?
yes, sunlight from the sun specifically.
Oh, good.
And it's coming down onto these giant greenhouse domes. It's crazy looking. It's like what's the word? Awe-inspiring. There you go. But then you navigate on down. You avoid the death laser of the solar beams, and you land on one of the docks of one of the domes. Cool. Docking complete.
Cool.
That's it. You guys are there. You guys are on Ganymede. You have your cargo. You got to unload it, and that can actually. I mean, you guys don't actually have to necessarily physically do that. Actually, no, I feel like most crews do, huh? Yeah, you guys should probably unload your own ship.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if I trust other people. We're gonna unload our ship.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd trust other people in our ship.
His head would explode like in scanners. That's funny. Neil deGrasse Tyson. But yeah, so you guys are finally here. You guys made it. You guys didn't die. I was gonna have shit happen to you, but you guys are too good. Foiled again.
Sorry, just a boring space flight.
Yeah, it was gonna be like full of action and adventure and romance, and like there was gonna be
Romance?
zombies and all kinds.
There was
of
some
stuff.
bromance.
Space
There was
mermaids.
some romance.
Me and Loki got some bromance going.
There's gonna be a siren luring you into asteroids. Ah.
Doom Jahan. Doomums are singing.
I don't get doomed because I'm
This is for me, man.
angelically.
Mhm.
But yeah, so pretty much you guys spend the next several hours unloading using the various equipment available to people who dock on Ganymede. As you're looking around, there's lots of people here. There's all different kinds of ships. There are ships, a lot of them are from the belt and the various systems in the belt. And then there are even Earth ships and Martian ships. Everyone comes here. Everybody loves it here. And you can actually, when you look over past the dock, you can see, because it like, you're on the outside of the city in like an enclosed dock, but you can see inside the city. It looks like friggin' Las Vegas. There's just like neon lights and all this other stuff going on. You see spotlights going on. It looks like a good time in there.
Cool. Cal's excited. As usual.
Yeah, no, I figured she'd be excited. I was hoping. But eventually, Loki, your order arrives. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna go with the classic. There's a guy in a trench coat with like, like that hat, that like Dick Tracy hat, and he's just like standing in the shadows. He's like, "Psst, you like sandwiches?
Not with pickles.
Right this way." And they will. Loki disappears unless you want to bring anyone with you, but you can also just disappear.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Yeah.
You should just bring Green with you. Just fucking bring him with me.
You know, the funny thing is, I was actually looking back to see where he was at. I was gonna give him like a heads up, like, "Hey, want to come with me?" But I looked back and
You don't see him. You don't see
Green's
him
nowhere
anywhere.
to be found. I'm like,
Yeah, let me
shit!
show-
I was
let
gonna
me
bring
show
him
this.
this time.
Let me show this. Yeah, he rolled really good. Nobody
Yeah.
sees him.
We don't
buddy.
see him leave either. If I saw him, I was gonna be like, Loki, why don't you just ask Green to come with you instead?
He was holding the other end of the box that Reese was holding, and when Reese puts it down, Green is gone. Like the
How
wind.
does he keep doing this?
He does. He consistently does it, which makes me think he's very sneaky. But yeah, so you
my
don't see
God.
him to invite him, but he is following you.
He does have stealth focus, so that tracks.
Oh, he does have stealth. Yeah, that does track.
Mhm.
Look at that. That makes sense. Good for you, Green.
I just stare at Reese and I'm like, he's gonna get arrested again immediately.
And he's gonna stay in there 2 nights this
Oh,
time.
yeah, he got arrested last time you guys made Planetfall. It's not. He couldn't make a habit of it. But yeah, so you will be led through a couple back alleys. You'll pass. There's so many different like little shops here. They had them on Mars, but not quite this much. There are a lot of independent ownership here. A lot of good food, clothing, all kinds of just stuff that you don't normally get this far out. You're back in civilization, essentially. Green, you're just sneaking through. You like you take a hat off of somebody's head, you put it on. Loki.
They
looks
have no
back,
idea they're missing their
has
hat.
no idea. But eventually, you're led into like the back of a restaurant, and you walk like through a back door, through the kitchen, past like an illegal poker game, and then you wind up in this back room. And all the while, let's see, actually. once Green enters this back room with the poker game, he might get caught.
Mm.
He does not. He does not get caught. There's a guy on guard, and like Green just, it's like, did I leave my wallet in here? And he just keeps walking. Like, it wasn't even that close. Like, the guy looked, and he just couldn't catch him. 16's really high.
This is officially the funniest bit that we have.
I like this bit a lot. It's
I also, my favorite part about it was how Matthew is Matthew. He's not the most talkative person, and he didn't say anything. He just rolled himself, and we started telling the story for him because we know exactly what's going on. He has done all of this without saying a word.
It was like a collaborative thing. It was fun. Yeah, I
Man,
love it. I love it.
he could have just rolled stealth because he went into sneak away and grab a lollipop off of a nearby stand. But we know what he
We
rolled
know
stealth.
what he was doing. As soon as I said that you were leaving, stealth. But yeah, so you're in this back room now too. There's a bunch of, what you see is there's a bunch of computers around, like in a semicircle, and like there's like piles of trash next to some of them. There's 3 sleeping people. Somebody has like this weird mashup of like different cartoon characters talking, you assume for a ransom video of some kind. And it's just a hacker haven back here.
Ah, my people, it feels like I'm home.
The person in the trench coat will de-spy themselves, and we'll say it's another woman. Funny enough, because I gave her a man's voice earlier, but it is not. It is a woman. She has like a full sleeve that goes up to her neck. There's just like a dragon tattoo.
Dope.
And she has her hair in like a bun with some pencils in it. And she's like, she got that messy, cute thing going. She's dressed very plainly, wearing like a tank top and like some jeans. Space jeans.
You know why she's wearing space jeans? Because her butt's out of this world. Dang! Matthew knew.
Hey, you know what, Gary? You can have a fortune.
Yeah, you better give me a fortune.
But yeah, so you're back here, man. You're doing this. Reese and Calliope, you look around and you're suddenly alone. And you're like, what the hell? And you guys have to finish unloading by yourself. And like some guy's gonna come up to you. We'll say he's wearing like one of those stupid, like, it looks like halfway between a fast food hat and a military hat. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's just like one of those like pointy hats. He's like, oh man, like we got to get this stuff going. We got to get it unloaded. You guys were supposed to be here 2 days ago or something. Like you weren't, but he's busting your balls.
That piece of shit. We weren't supposed to be here 2 days ago. I'll fucking kill it. I mean, I'm not gonna. That's not the kind of person I am.
I'll try talking him down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
I'm apparently not in the mood. So I
You can
just
spend fortune.
No, I'll just be like, why don't you fuck off, alright?
So tactfully.
I like
he'll be
that.
He'll suddenly have like a fancy accent for no reason. Well, I never. And he'll storm off.
Problem solved.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
You're the best. Just know that.
There'll be a dock worker nearby that'll laugh and shake his hand. Be like, that was some funny stuff right now.
Thanks, mate.
No problem, boss Ming.
Boss Ming.
I wonder if is a woman a boss playing?
Everyone's a boss Ming. It's a gender neutral
okay.
term. Boss
I was
Ming-
really hoping for some like boss wang jokes.
boss Ming. Yeah, boss bang is actually it can be used in like a negative way if you call like a ship's captain a boss bang, like that's a bad thing.
Oh yeah, because it's a familiar term.
Yeah, it's too familiar. It's like a lower person of authority. We're gonna shoot back to the internet cafe of Doom. We'll call this girl Just call her Wasp.
Hey, that's a good name for a hacker.
Is nobody else getting this reference?
I'm wondering if we're all going to be named after Marvel characters.
Marvel characters?
No, she's
All
talking
the-
about
all the
white
hackers.
Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
Oh, no. I was
No,
wondering
no,
if we
I'm
were going to
not.
have Loki and Wasp and all of the hackers are going to be named after Marvel characters.
They could. Well,
Where are
Girl
you?
with the dragon tattoo, guys. Girl
Mm-mm.
with the dragon tattoo.
Is her name Wasp?
Yes.
Oh man!
Oh,
That's on accident. I've never seen it.
I've also never seen it. Or read it. I haven't
never
seen it or
seen
read it.
I can't
You're
believe
missing.
that.
You're missing out. Actually.
For the record-
the original Swedish version is fucking awesome.
I know what she looks like, and so now that's who this is.
Numi Rapace is super hot. Sorry, my bisexuality is coming out because she's so hot.
Hey, this is the month for it. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah, that's
Happy
right.
Pride Month,
Month.
everybody.
Shout out to my brother and his husband.
Oh,
Yeah.
cuties.
I get to see my brother soon. I'm excited.
Yay.
But yeah, so we are in this den of malcontent. And there are people like doing cyber attacks on like what do you call them, Scientologists and that kind of thing.
Mormons.
What do you want? What's your business here, Loki? What would you like to do? You do know her. She is. You've been in contact with her back when you were like deep in the espionage industry.
So I need access to a big broadcast system. This something you can help Loki with?
She'll like cock an eyebrow, both in interest and also with like slight insult taken. What do you think, Loki? Of course I can get that done. I can get anything done.
You don't want this tracked back to you.
I never do. She
You-
will actually. She'll.
You really don't want this tracked back to you.
She'll look. At that. She will actually double down on like. She'll become more serious because she believes you. She'll be like, okay then, and she will go and she'll knock a bunch of like cups off of a keyboard. She'll start typing. You know how. But yeah, all the typical movie stuff happens, and then she will bring up some schematics. She's like, they have a really good communications array here, and if you patch in directly using a untraceable like Palm Pilot, I don't know the term, but she's gonna say something smarter than what I said. You could upload whatever you wanted and beam it out.
That's exactly what I intend on doing.
But yeah, so this contact is very useful, and it's because you use stunt points to get her. I love how this game works. It's very convenient. And so, boom, she gives you a schematic. It is just a blueprint. It is like a corridor in one of the dome cities that is meant for entertainment. It's like a television station that's here.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
They're a news station, and it's big though, and they have security, all kinds of stuff. But she gives you the information. Let me know if you need any help, Loki.
Thank you. Perhaps we will.
You owe me one.
Oh, I thought this made us even. Who's keeping track anyways? And I wave and walk out.
Fair enough. And she'll go back to typing. She'll put on the typical techno music of the hacker people. She's sending a
the music
DOS
of my
attack
people.
to Scientology. Tom
Man.
Cruise is like all about it.
I was gonna say, at least in the future, nothing changes. People are still DDoSing Scientology the way God intended.
Exactly.
I'm surprised the Scientologists don't have a Navarro.
Oh God, it's not too
my
late.
God. Now their Navarro is in a paper cup.
They stayed in California because that's God's chosen land.
I'm so glad you all get that, understand what I said. It's kind of a dark joke. I'm sorry. To anyone who's been through something like that. I'm sorry. But yes, you have this schematic, and you now have like a mission that is self-enforced. But yeah, you do have a thing you can do now. Oh yeah, Green, you're in here just sitting at one of the computer terminals watching.
Mm-hmm.
At any point in time, you can like make yourself known, or you can sneak out unnoticed.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to play a little poker.
You're gonna go back into that room. Yeah, go ahead and give me something that could be construed as a gambling check. It's more or less how you want to gamble. If you want to like bluff and use communication and charisma, or if you want to like be smart about it, or if you have the gambling skill.
I do not have the gambling skill. May I attempt to cheat with a sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Doubles.
Let me see if anyone notices. So, what are you doing with that stump point? Let's see. You, Loki, are leaving this back room. And you're walking past Green playing poker. You're catching the back end of whatever's about to happen. Because I feel like you could probably do something funny with that stump point when you're gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I can actually help you. Should we use... Yeah. Social or something.
Mm-hmm.
With one... Ooh, cards on the table.
Yeah.
That's funny. But you have to be honest to do that, which you are not being honest.
How about attitude stunts read the room?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I like that one.
So you get insight into what people are thinking, and you realize that the top bidder right now is bluffing.
Nice.
But you only realize that the top bidder is bluffing.
Okay. Then I want to raise him.
Okay, you raise them. Yeah, you throw some more money on the table. No one knows how you got it, but you got it. And when all the cards are flipped over, Loki walks out and sees you call the bluff, at which you scrape in some money.
I walk by the table and say, "Be careful with him. He's a very dangerous man, and if you cross him, he will kill you." And I walk out. I say it to the guys about Green.
Yeah. They'll all kind of eye him suspiciously now. And as he's raking in their money, your income stat goes up by 1.
Nice.
So you're still dirt broke because you're very poor. But yes, you have your mission, Loki. Where's your next stop?
Back to the ship.
Back to the ship. Are you going to go too, Green?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So you're going to cash out and be like, pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
They'll all kind of eye you begrudgingly since you didn't give them a chance to win their money back. But they pay no mind. They'll be like, we need to stop inviting that guy. I didn't invite him, did you? You'll hear like kind of that going on. And then you guys all arrive as Reese and Calliope are like signing this paper of this grumpy looking man in a silly hat.
I'm holding 3 meats on a sticks, and I already gave Green 1, but the rest I've got sausage on a stick for everybody. I've got one I'm holding 2 for you guys.
Oh, thank you, Loki.
It's like grown meat.
Sorry I stuck you with all the heavy lifting. I had a call.
It's okay.
Oh, good. I know you're taking care of business that needs to be taken care of.
Remember
Where did you see where Green went? We keep losing him. Is he arrested again?
He's
right
like
there.
Over there,
Holy
like eating a sausage
God.
on a stick.
Yeah.
Yes, he won the poker game with my friends.
Oh, that's sweet.
Point
they're
of fact,
still your
those
friends?
guys were not your friends, but you can tell them that they were.
And they're still your friends after playing poker with Green?
Okay, they weren't really my friends.
I was gonna say, if they were actually your friends, you wouldn't sick Green on them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, what were you thinking, Loki?
I wouldn't even sit green on
How
a
did you?
mannequin.
I thought you were eating a sausage right over there. How did you sneak up into this conversation?
Just walks right up and you still don't see it.
I still love the image from last episode, or like a couple episodes ago, where like Green like reappeared from under the table we were eating at.
Yeah, that was funny. Now, upon closer inspection, you realize Green's feet don't actually touch the ground, and that's why he doesn't make sound.
That's a belter trick.
It is really crazy that this dude is like 6'7", 6'8", and impossible to see.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of very tall people out here, too. That helps. But yes, are you 6'8"? Holy shit. That's really tall. But yeah, Loki, you're at the ship. You got your plans. Are you going to go through with this? Right.
Yes. So, I remember telling you about the video we were going to release. We're going to go viral.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have the access to the broadcast center.
Great. Can we finish our business? Our legal
Like
business.
literally, it's like we literally just need your guys' signatures, and then
Just in
done.
case.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
sure,
can sign
but,
off on it. Mission complete.
Cool.
And that you guys will actually get paid for that. That's a thing you guys get money for.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, what do we get?
I think all of your income going up by one's fair.
So we got paid the same amount that Green won in a poker game.
But each, yes. Hey, no one, you weren't at risk at losing your kneecaps doing this, really. So.
That is fair. All right.
Calliope's currently rolling in it right now.
Yeah, you guys are doing all right
same.
financially.
Yeah, Reese and Cal haven't really been spending. We've only been saving.
I can't wait for the engine trouble episode when you guys run out of money. But yeah, no. So you guys do. This guy that Calliope told to fuck off does indeed fuck off after the payment is transferred. Wanting nothing more to do with you, foul-mouthed woman.
Yeah.
Cal, you're a charming one. That's
I'm
why
a hot
I keep you
bitch.
around.
You're a mean one, Mr.
Mr.
Grinch.
Bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I was.
Mr.
Mr. Bitch was my nickname in high school.
That's a good one. I approve of that. But yeah, so the blueprints are for the GTVN, the Ganymede TV network, and they have these giant satellite arrays that point out into space, and they connect to one of the stations that's in orbit, and they can get a signal out pretty much anywhere.
All right. Real quick, Cal, just in case something happens and this place goes to shit, is there any touristy shit you wanted to do first? Like hit up Schmiz New World?
Well, I kind of want to
Schmicky-
find it from
Schmicky
Kentucky, but I
assholes.
promised Green I would get him a strap for his shield.
Personally, I've always preferred Schmizmyland California Adventure.
Schmalifornia Adventure.
California.
Green, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm not doing anything.
You just rolled a dex?
That's the.
Oh, that was
Oh.
the sleight of hand roll, I think.
That was
Oh,
Oh, that was from earlier. I just saw it pop up too. I don't know why.
yeah, me too.
so weird.
That
Weird.
is weird. Sorry. That was a really good roll. Wow. But yes, if there is anything you would like to do before crime, speak now.
Yeah, I promised Green I'd get him a strap for his shield.
That's fair. You can get that in the bazaar.
Alright, anybody want blah blah blah. Anybody want to go shopping with me?
Yeah, I'll tag along.
Yeah, you guys can go have one of those cool clandestine meetings in the middle of a shopping bazaar about the Target GTN TV. It'd be fun. But yeah, so you guys all head on out, assuming everyone wants to go.
I actually, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, I'll head out.
So in this instance, you guys are out and about. You guys can find pretty much anything you want to find because they have everything. They have all manner of clothes of all different fashions from all different parts of the system. They have weapons that you can purchase. They have all kinds of like toys and like leisure activity devices and whatever. Anything you can think of.
Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky
Definitely,
is.
we definitely need a Ganymede rubber ducky.
Ganymede rubber ducky. And strap. And then I'm gonna keep an ear out for any gossip, naturally, because it's me.
Yeah, give me a roll.
Perception.
You can do perception or you can use your persuasion
Okay.
to kind of just have a good interaction with somebody. It's not bad.
God damn, I'm not rolling great.
It's not bad though, and you can always boost it if you'd like to.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. So you are going to be interacting. You're going to be trying to find this. You find the strap very easily. You find like a pawn shop essentially that has various different scrap materials and stuff that people have dropped off here. They have weird stuff for everything from engagement rings to you find a necklace that has like baby's first tooth in it. They got weird stuff here.
Well, I certainly want to know the story behind this little one. The necklace with the baby teeth. Do you...
That's a tragic story about loss.
Oh, never mind then.
Be careful which rabbit holes you go down with me. I have issues. But yeah, so you're in like a pawn shop, but you do find like a piece of leather. It's actual leather, and it's old, and like weather. It looks like it was on the surface of Earth at some point.
I take it and I like huff it.
It smells exactly how you would want it to.
So like I'm like just like dying a little bit because it smells amazing.
And it smells like old leather. The owner of the store, he'll be a middle-aged like bald guy with like the hair around his head, kind of Kramer or what do you call it, Costanza style. And he'll have the little glasses. He'll just give you a weird look as you're sniffing this piece of leather. Like,
Reese, do you want to smell a bit of home?
Kinda, yeah, maybe a little.
it would remind you of home,
I give him the leather to just huff like paint.
It's got this nice. And then the two guys that aren't from Earth are like, what the fuck are they doing?
Shut up, Matt.
Matt,
So fucking loud.
across the street from the pawn shop, you'll see a guy with an I Heart Ganymede shirt on and like a ridiculous hat and like bloppers on it. And like it's like an official I Love Ganymede store. And he's like, hey, you look like a smart guy. 2 for 1, 2 for 1, today only. Act now.
Do you have rubber duckies?
Yeah, no, there's definitely rubber duckies in there. And they have little I Heart Ganymede t-shirts on. And they don't have mouse ears. They have rat ears. Because that's not suable.
Alright. Cal, do you want one with rat ears and an I Heart Ganymede shirt?
I'm a bit put off rats right now. Maybe just
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
So just the I Heart Ganymede
yeah.
Just the I Heart Ganymede. No problem. No problem.
Reese, if you're buying t-shirts, I fit in the double X.
I'm not buying a t-shirt, I'm buying a rubber ducky.
We'll say the rubber ducky has like something protruding out of his wing, and when you look closer, it's clearly a green thumb, representing the agricultural background of Ganymede.
Interesting.
just for fun.
When Reese is checking out, I'm gonna be with him and also order it did extra large, or a double extra large, a triple extra large tall, belt their size, a small female shirt, and a medium male shirt also on that order. Thank you.
Did you just buy a size shirt for everybody?
Reese bought a shirt for everybody.
No.
Actually, go ahead and give me an income check. It shouldn't be too hard because it's not a lot of money we're talking about here. That is a pass, and you don't have to lower your income. You are able to afford this, essentially. So.
Fine. We've been wearing the same clothes for a while anyway. This will be something for the ship.
I'm already wearing my Welcome to Ganymede shirt over my tracksuit. Yeah, all right! We look like a couple of real tourists now.
I hate this.
We'll say the Ganymede mascot for the tourists is like a dancing bean sprout.
Cal puts the shirt on because why not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all dressed up like tourists now. After you do that, people treat you different. They start like calling you over, like, "Hey, come try this food. Come try this. Like, hey, we got candy. We got snacks. We got come check out books fresh from Earth. Like, like have you ever seen
Books
a real
from Earth?
I'm gonna
my God,
smell those
Reese,
books.
the old book smell.
I'm gonna smell those books.
We're gonna
guys go
smell those.
We're gonna smell the shit out of those books.
Hey, you guys like smells? I have a smell bar. There's some guy in an alleyway trying to lure you. Be like, hey, take a whiff.
No. I don't want to take a whiff of anything that you're putting
He's
in front
holding
of.
a rag and a bottle. This is chlor or something. And you're like, yeah, free smells, guys. Free smells right this way.
I love free smells. I'll go first.
And roll initiative. Let's go.
I actually, Cal wants to buy a book.
Go ahead. Yeah. Make an income check for that. It's not going to be too hard. So.
Isn't that one of those iPads that you can't read in the dark?
Yes. Yeah, no, that's a pass. So you're able to finagle a good deal on this book. And essentially what is represented when you pass an income check is that you are able to afford it without lowering your standard of living.
Got
so
it.
you are.
What's the book? Let's see.
It could be essentially whatever you want. Could be like Jules Verne. That could be a good one.
Let's see. Let's see. What do I'm reading The
Dante's
Never-Ending Story
Inferno.
right now.
H.G. Wells.
The Never-Ending Story.
Yeah, so she gets an old copy
Da-da-da.
of The Never-Ending Story. Here, I'll go get it so that you can see what the cover looks like.
Yeah! Woo! Fame gore. You guys see her holding this weird dead tree that has writing on it. You're like, what the
So it'll be
fuck?
like this, but hardcover.
There you go, yeah. No, you could definitely find that. That's not a problem. It's not like you're looking for like the actual Necronomicon or anything.
No, I just want like entertainment.
Yeah, I need a grimoire that when I read it, I can cast magic.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, let's change this game up. But yeah, so you're able to find the leather strap, some other stuff that you guys wanted, and the rubber ducky. No problem, really. There's everything. You guys pass like an arcade with some people having a Dance Dance Revolution battle.
May
That
I
sounds pretty fun.
may I look for hover boots?
Hover boots. Do those exist?
Then he'll be
Yeah,
extra
for
sneaky.
me.
Don't make him any more sneaky.
I'm not sure if hover boots exist, but if they do, you can have them. But
And
I don't think.
probably get a hoverboard like we have on Earth.
Yeah, we got hoverboards all over the place thanks to God, this movie came out that
No
like
hovering anything. I just went through the player's handbook. It's just like hovering ships and just like the ship hovers above the atmosphere. type
Oh
of
no,
stuff.
you know what he could get? You remember those shoes from the 90s that had wheels built in so you could like kick
Oh,
them. You
let's
could,
talk
like,
about
put-
Heelys.
Heelys.
Yeah, Heelys.
Yeah.
Wheelies or
Do you want some
whatever.
Heelys, Green?
I absolutely 100% want some of
You're
those.
going through a thrift store, and you pick up these shoes, and when you do, this wheel falls out the heel, and you're like, oh. And they're just your size.
Which is like what, a 16?
Can they be soaps also? The grinding shoes.
Those
Can they
would
be?
funny.
Can they be Heelys and soaps?
Yeah, sure, they're Healy soaps, and so you can just do all kinds of stuff with them.
Oh my god, I forgot about those.
Forgot about soaps? Yeah, man.
Soaps, too.
The arch of the
that-
foot was made out of like metal or hard
Metal.
plastic. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can grind
Wait.
on rails
Oh, wow.
with your shoes.
You could do extreme walking.
So he now has, like, parkour shoes.
Yeah. I mean,
But
kind of.
like really
Yeah.
lame parkour shoes that are actually.
This is going to be awesome. You're going to regret saying those are lame.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't mean lame.
We're gonna
in
have like
the
we're
lame
gonna have
way.
a sequence where he's being chased and he like fucking grinds down a rail of
I
like
look forward
5
to it.
stories.
Now, I'm looking forward to the hallway when the guard's not looking and he does the Healy thing and just like rolls up on him with a knife. What a way
Or
to
just like
die.
I feel like he should get like an extra point towards his stealth because the Heelys are so quiet.
Have you ever seen anybody on Heelys?
It's not quiet.
You got to get that running start first, also.
Hands go up.
With
Oh
one
my
with the
God.
knife.
I didn't realize I was giving him an object of such power. But yeah, you're able to finagle those shoes. I'm not gonna charge you for Heelys. Seems silly. Nobody else wants them. You can have them. But yeah, so as you guys are walking around, there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's like outdoor theater going on. There's these big arcades. There's cinemaplexes. There's like low gravity sports centers. All kinds of cool stuff that you've never seen.
Banana, banana.
But that's the Sports Center song. Here they go. Tonight on Sports Center, Gravity Ball.
Oh,
What
hell
goes
yeah.
up must come down hard.
That sounds terrifying.
We fire up the generator and see two teams get after it. The Minnesota Clandestine and the Arizona Vikings.
Did you just? You just really didn't want to call them. The first team that popped into your head was the Minnesota Vikings, and you did everything you could to not call them that.
In fact, I called them the Clandestine so you wouldn't notice.
And then you called them the Arizona Vikings.
Yeah, there was a team trade and the Vikings wound up in Arizona.
But I also love the idea that like Gravity Ball is that like the pull of gravity just keeps changing perpetually. So these guys have to like navigate through the air, and
I like
also,
the idea that it's like I feel like it would be the most prone to injury.
Oh yeah, you definitely get hurt. It's okay. They can heal bones quick nowadays.
Fuck. My bookshelf just made a scary noise.
Are you sure it
Gravity
wasn't the
ball.
person in the window? But yeah, no. So but this is my way of saying lots of interesting stuff is happening. It's a very happening kind of place.
their Heelys and thrift stores. This is the happiest, happiest.
You guys will see like a roller coaster, just like in Mall of America, just going through.
I'm gonna ride that fucking coaster.
You guys get on the coaster.
No, we don't.
Reese does.
Cal, you coming?
Sure.
Reese,
Yeah.
Cal, Green, you in?
Green. Is Green too tall? Is Green gonna hit his head?
Nah,
No,
he'll
this
be
is
fine.
probably made for.
Well, it's
belters,
made
yeah.
for belters. We might be too short.
Do we make the? You must be this tall to ride this ride.
Yeah, you guys are fine. You guys make it, and you guys ride this roller coaster. Wow, it's a good time. And Loki's like, "Fuck that." What are you doing, Loki? So you have the plans. You can see the layout of the station. You know where you have to get to. But you
That's
don't know.
exactly what I would be doing, is walking around today looking at the layout of the station and planning all day. Like, I'm with them physically, but mentally I am all in on this plan.
Your friend Wasp also gave you a device, like a disposable, one-time use kind of burn after using upload machine. It's just like a modified BlackBerry, essentially. Ooh, a Constitution, not to throw up, I imagine.
Yeah, I passed it.
You would actually enjoy the roller coaster. And Green, this is probably your first time doing anything fun ever. So.
Oh, sweet. Finally.
Comes out a changed man. Oh my god, I'm just gonna quit everything and work one of these roller coasters the rest of my life.
He's like, I can't believe I've been killing people.
Who knew the life of a carny was so fun?
I've been depriving people of choice for so long. No, but yeah. So but that's the kind of stuff going on. Anything like that you could possibly imagine is happening right now, and it's probably a nice change of pace from the difficult life that you guys have been leading for so long.
Would I have a way to contact old? What's that group I was a part of?
The OPA.
The OPA. Would I have a way to contact?
So the OPA exists all over the belt. The Ganymede is actually a part of the OPA, and so you see other members all around.
Great.
A lot of them have very obvious neck and face tattoos. It's very common in the belt.
I would like to figure out a way to contact someone in the OPA that has a certain amount of authority.
Okay, and what would you like to... yeah, you could contact somebody. That's not a problem.
Cool. I would like to warn them about the biological weapon.
Oh, interesting.
Especially like if you, I don't know, if there's like a way to be like, this video is going to come out. I don't know. And
you're going to give them like a pre-warning.
Yeah.
That shit's about to get real. So you can make contact. Essentially, the OPA is a military organization of the Outer Planetary Alliance. And you can find fellow members all around, and you can say, you can go up to them, and they'll give you a hard time because you're not a current member. But you're all, like, in a sense, family. Belters are very close to each other. It's not like Earthers and Martians. Everyone's kind of aloof. Belters are a very tight-knit community, and you probably see someone you vaguely know.
Nice.
We'll say you see your old friend Mikhail. You guys only served together for like a weekend, but you're like, I know you.
Mikhail.
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, well, I thought I'd give you a little heads up. Maybe you can take this to your superior officer.
And then he'll like look around and be like, "What you got? You got something you need to pass on up?"
Yeah, and make sure it gets there quick. And I explain the information that I've learned, and to keep an eye out for any funny business. And I explain what we saw in the video and in the space station.
Oh wow! He'll look at you skeptically. He'll be like,
it does sound pretty fantastic when you put it all out.
He's like, I can pass it on up, but I don't know. I mean, do you have proof?
I don't have it on me now, but it's worth a try. You can believe me or not. It's off my conscience.
He'll shake your hand in the Belter fashion. He'll leave.
Cool.
You're not quite sure what he's gonna do.
Ooh, does that generate churn?
Yeah, that should generate churn. You guys are getting close to what is known as a minor churn event.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I think Gary's got a minor churn event going on right now.
Yeah, man, as soon as we get off this stream.
Oh no.
Well, right now, I guess you're right, Leighton. It's a minor churn event, and when it's over, it's going to be a major churn event.
You should spend some of that churn to make people's weapons jam real quick, and then you'll be good.
I would love to spend some of the churn, but it's going to need a 5-minute break. I'm just kidding.
I feel like Reese and Cal are just like chilling, eating fry bread with like powdered sugar on it, just enjoying the shit out of life right now.
Enjoying being out here. Like it's a complete. You've never been here. It's a crazy experience. But yes, so Green, you get back to the group after slinking off. It being.
I Healy back.
He healies back into your lives. What would you like to do now, Loki? Ball's kind of in your court.
So I've been working on the plan. I think the 4 of us approach the building and pretend to be tourists. Maybe they'll give us access.
He's saying this to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll say Calliope, you managed to because you knew where the target was, you just didn't know anything else. You managed to get a brochure.
Okay.
Because of your interests in tourism.
Well, I'm also a mechanic. I mean, they must have need for mechanic on the satellites.
That is true. That is true. But they also have tours.
I could guide you through if you sneak in. I can tell you where to put this and how to use the data pad to release the information. It should be simple enough.
What do you think, Reese?
If it's less conspicuous than Loki, I ain't gonna stop you. If you think you can do it.
I think I can do it.
Well, fuck, go for it. Just be safe.
Okay.
What is your plan of attack here? How would you like to infiltrate this place?
I think I'm just gonna use my persuasion abilities, my attractiveness, and I'm gonna be dressed in like how I would be if I were in my workshop with my.
You're gonna get your mechanics outfit on. Gotcha.
Yeah, my mechanics tools, and just let's see. Yeah, and sort of go and be like, maintenance.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that persuasion. So, you guys are just gonna go for it, right? You're just gonna send her on in?
But yes, I'm also gonna look, I'm gonna peep with my peepers and see what I see. Maybe we'll see a better way in before she walks in the front door. I've rolled a 14 with my peepers.
Well, so, with your peepers, they definitely have a back door. That's like the entrance that she would use. It's like a service entrance in the back. But they also you have the schematics, and there are other ways in as well. You could use like the service tunnels that run the giant power cables that are necessary to run such a satellite array.
Probably want to go somewhere that's not manned, because they'll know I'm not scheduled or anything.
Yeah. The service tunnels are not manned. I mean, there could be a technician down there doing maintenance, but they're not necessarily. There's not like someone full time there.
I vote service tunnels.
There should be an access right over here.
All right.
So with that, you don't necessarily have to roll. We'll say your perception check can go towards that. You look, you see the way in. It's not like necessarily very hidden, but it is like kind of behind a building. And they have them every so often, and they lead all the way to the primary power generation of the base.
Okay.
So all you have to do really is sneak in a non-conspicuous way, but you're not sneaking past anybody. You're just trying not to become obvious.
Is there like a certain room that is her target room, or like is the target the actual dish itself?
No. So you do need to patch in. There is like a server room. You have to get into the server room and patch into a specific server box that is set to relay across the system. We'll call it box E-22 Alpha.
You do love your box numbering.
Mhm.
I do. I have them all written down.
So that's what I'm looking for?
I like E a lot, apparently. Yes. He does show you the schematic, so you kind of have an idea of where you're going. You're going down this access tunnel, since this is the way that you're choosing that you want to try. And then you're going to get out into kind of like a empty hallway where they have like the go-kart that goes down to get through the different service areas. You're going to like head left for a little while, and then you're going to head into a server room. There might be people in there.
Okay. Fuck. I'll spend however many points I need to get that up to being reasonable.
So you only need an average pass because you have a schematic. So you need 2 more points.
Perfect. Done.
So you spend those 2 points, and you see her just kind of disappear into the service tunnel. It's pretty much like a sewer grate. Like, she just kind of drops into the sewer grate and starts, like, shimmying down. It's tight quarters, but you're the smallest person in the group. So it's not too hard, and you don't touch any of the wires that kill you. So, good for you.
That's great.
You get to the end of the tunnel, and you can see the cable, like, go up to the ceiling, and it goes, like, off to the left and the right. And you're at the exit in this concrete-like tunnel.
So you said I'm supposed to go left?
Yes.
Okay, so I go left.
Yeah, so you go left, and there is... So this is going to be the first check here.
Okay.
Someone is driving by on a cart. And all you really have to do is pretend that you belong here.
So is that...
Persuasion, probably. Smile and wave.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, you're probably that guy's boss. But yeah, the security guard pretty much, like, you have the attractive quality. He like, smiles and waves. And he, like, almost hits the wall. And then he keeps driving. That's what an 18 will get you. You kind of giggle to yourself, and you head on. You keep going. You only walk for a little bit longer. It takes you about, like, 5 minutes without running. And then you get to where there are several doors, but you know which one to go to. It's to your right. It's down, like, this more narrow hallway with the graded floor, and it kind of raises. And then on the left and right, there are doors to various server chambers. And the one you're looking for is the chamber E, which is where you'll find E22A.
All right. Go there.
Absolutely.
And do the thing.
You hit a snafu here.
Okay.
The door requires keycard access. This is your second challenge.
Do I have, like, communications down here or no?
Yeah, you could talk to somebody.
Like, on my team?
Yeah.
Like, radio communications? Loki, hit a snag.
Yes, what is it?
Keycard access.
You could try removing the panel and hotwiring the door, or rip the door from the hinges if you have time.
All right.
The first one would be easier. Yeah, it's not too hard. So you take off the panel and you hotwire it, and it goes brrr, and like a light above the door turns red, and you're like, and then it turns green. You're like, oh shit.
All right, I replace the panel and I go
yes,
in.
if you hotwire the door wrong, it may set off the alarms.
Well, no need to worry about that now.
I'm glad you said you replaced the panel, because I was totally gonna. I was listening for specifically that.
Waiting for the guard to come back by and see where that girl went and see the panel's broken.
Yeah. She's like, oh man. He's like, I'm gonna give her my number. I told my therapist I'm gonna try and get out. But yeah, no, you go into the server room, and there are like rows and rows and rows of servers, and you can see their designations written on the side. give me another navigation check to use logic to figure out where E22A would be. That's a good check. Yeah, you're like, obviously they're in ascending order, and then A, then B, then C, and you're like, it's right here. You do find the server. During your time walking past these shelves, though, you notice you're not alone in here. There's at least one other technician in here.
All right. I'll just ignore them for now.
You're gonna try and rush the job and get it done before anyone can be any the wiser.
Well, not rush it, but I'm just pretend not to notice them, or like their back is turned, so
they do seem to be busy.
My nod of hello would go unnoticed. If they see me, I'll do something about it.
Absolutely. So you managed to get to the server. No one's bugging you yet.
Okay, so what do? I just plug shit in?
You have to take off the server casing.
Okay.
And you know which wires Loki showed you how to do it. You have to essentially strip the wires and attach this device to them.
All right, let's do it.
And that'll pretty much be a repair check. So. Ooh.
What do I need here to bring it up?
To get to the next level, you need 2 more points.
Done.
Yeah, I figured you would spend some points on that. Yeah, so with a 13, you more or less get the case off pretty well. You accidentally fudge one of the corners. So the warranty is no good. And we'll say you lose one of the little screws. Everybody loses the screws. You have it open, and you're stripping the wires. Let's see. Give me an intelligence check to do what Loki told you to do. And that will be like the final check in this process before the Great Escape.
Fuck.
Oh my god. No.
I am not smart.
So do you want to keep that, or do you want to add points to it?
How many points would I need?
To get to the very next level, which would be an average level, is 11. To get to the one above that, it's a 13.
Which one do you want? Would you need?
Somewhere above average could be good.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Long rest.
I'll do it.
So you almost put them on the opposite wires, which would have set off the alarm. But then you're like, fate points, and you remember, after spending those 4 points, you see the PDA go boo-doo-doo-doo, and you see stuff start streaming. So it looks like what he described. You put the case back on, you add all the screws but one, and then someone comes around the corner and sees you as you're finishing up.
Get the fuck out of there.
Oh, hey. What?
Howdy.
Haven't seen you around here before. How's it going? I didn't know anyone else was assigned to server room E.
Oh yeah, I'm new. I'm just I'm actually a contractor, so I swing around and make sure that everything, because we have like some bits in there that are from our contracting company, and I make sure they're all up to snuff and sort of like a warranty, but like not quite.
Go ahead and give me that persuasion.
That sweet persuasion roll. There it is. With 5 stunt points. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So close.
Let me see. Oh, here we go. It wasn't me. You leave evidence another character, aka this chucklehead, is responsible for the results of what I have done.
So you touch him on the elbow. You're like, yeah, I'm new here, and you get him to hold the screwdriver you used. He gets his fingerprints all over it, and then you tell him that that there's something wrong with one of these servers in the wall. You're not sure which one.
So there's something wrong with one of the components in one of these servers, so I'm just going to I'm kind of an idiot and left my clipboard in my transport. So I'm gonna go grab that, make a note of it, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so he will buy that hook, line, and sinker with your roll. Your roll is really good. And he's kind of blushing even, which is funny. Man, I want to make an attractive character now.
I've like not really had the chance to use it because like it does a specific thing. It's like you can use the making an entrance social stunt. And if an NPC is attracted to you, their initial attitude is more favorable. But that's it.
Well, that kind of comes into play here. This guy finds you attractive, and it makes it better. It makes him use his dumb brain.
His dumb brain.
And he doesn't realize
his
he just
downstairs
got.
brain.
Yeah, he doesn't realize he just got set up hard. And you stroll on out of there.
All right, I'm gonna go back the way I came.
On your way back, that same security guard pulls up, heading back the other way. And he looks at you. He stops next to you, and he starts talking to you. At that point, we are going to have to see what happens next week.
Oh,
Right in the middle of all the tension. I had a lot of fun. That was a good game. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. We've been fresh out the box. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials, which are in the chat. And follow at Hidden Audio on Twitter. Check out her horror podcast. And don't forget to check us out tomorrow. What are we playing tomorrow? Nova, right?
Yes, tomorrow we're playing Nova with creator Spencer Campbell of Gila RPGs. Nova is on Kickstarter now. It's the sun exploded. That's the lore. Lots have happened since then, but that's kind of the kickoff catalyst for that setting and what makes it Nova.
Yeah, so me and Gary will actually both be playing in that game. That's going to be fun. Don't forget to also check out Journey to Enkyra on Kickstarter now. Only a few more days left, and they're just shy of their goal. It's an indie developer making a fantasy board game. Cool stuff. I was happy to be able to check it out ahead of time. But yeah, everybody, thank you for being a part of this, and have a good night.
Happy Pride Month!
Happy Pride
Yeah.
See y'all. Bye.